Welcome back to my channel. This is part of Python programming video tutorial series, and in this video tutorial I am going to discuss about Python inheritance, which is mentioned in W3 schools, or you can also go through and go through in tutorialspoint.com. So let us start. Python inheritance. Inheritance allows us to define classes that inherits all the methods and properties from another class. So it has parent class, which is also called as a base class, and there is a child class that also called as a derived class. So create a parent class. Okay, person is a parent class, right? And we are actually printing a class. We are initializing the values, and we are printing what are those, and person object is instantiated with the John and last name as dot, and print name is the method which will print first name and last name, and this is the class declaration object instantiation and calling the method from the class. Now let us create a child class. Student, create a child class. Okay, so class student is a child class, and student is a person, right? Student is a person. A person can be a student, a person can be a teacher, a person can be an attendant, an employee. So we temporarily declared pass. Then we are declaring this student. We created an instance of student which will actually instantiate the parent object of person, and then x dot parent name. So what we are going to do, we are going to call the parent function, which is parent name. So hope you understand how this is working. So there are two classes. One is a person and a student, and the student's parent is person. So person, we are instantiating a student object with x, and then we are actually calling the method print name of a parent class, and which is actually printing. So this is how base class and child class functionality works. So add the init method in students also. So far we created child class and inherit the properties and methods from it. We want to add init function to the child class instead of then init function is called automatically every time the class is being created a new object, right? So this child function overrides the parent class. That means only the child function will be called, not the parent. So you have to careful and then again call the parent one. Okay, so here we are actually instantiating, again we are calling the parent method to instantiate the objects of first name and last name with the first name last name. Okay, so you need to be careful here. We are using the constructor here, but again we are calling the parent init function to instantiate. Here we can use these to add additional parameters or additional properties of student here to instantiate. Okay, and then apart from these properties we can also instantiate properties of the parent class. So that is the purpose of having init in the child function, child class. So we can also use, instead of parent name, we can also use super function, which is actually a parent function, and then call the super. So earlier we actually called it person dot, that can be referenced as super. Super means the parent of this student. Okay, so it is a self-explanatory. If you want, you can go through the example again. So properties. So you can add properties of a child class. So parent has a set of properties, but child also has a property. For example, student has a graduation year, but person will not have a graduation year. But person will have first name, last name, but student will have first name, last name as well, graduation year. So that is how. That is why not only we initiate the parent class, member values, we also create child class member elements, and then we can actually instantiate, and then we can actually print, or we can also pass on this child parameters as part of this and instantiate only in the child method, and pass only the parent methods f and parent variables f name and last name. Okay. You see the way I mentioned, we can actually create fname, lname and year, and then this third parameter is only specific to the student but not to the parent. Okay, we can pass the last parameter, and last parameter is assigned to the method of the member of the student, and then fname and lname are allocated to the member of a person. Okay, when student object is instantiated, Mike and Oslo are allocated to the members of the person, and 2009 graduation is allocated into the member of the student class, and when the object is instantiated, the particular values are allocated to the X object. So in the class we can also add methods. Methods are functions in that particular class. We can have, as you mentioned, we have a method in a parent class. We can also have a method in a, so whenever we are having a student object, we created this, and we can say that a student object dot welcome, so corresponding message will be displayed. So that is about inheritance. We can discuss more advanced topics in the upcoming videos, but go through w3schools and tutorials.com website, and practice as much as possible, and also come to my videos and watch again and again to understand the concept. And thank you for watching, and we are going to update more topics in Python programming. Keep coming back, and then keep watching my videos, and if you like it, like that video, and also give a comment and share and subscribe.